Yo, yo, Bill Black, Creative Drive. Just left from watching Scream 7. It's crazy. I remember the first Scream came out. I was in 9th grade. And now she never seen Scream. And this is Scream 7. The first one came out 30 years later. Now he in 9th grade. And I'm going to watch Scream with him. That's crazy. Wow. Time is moving, yo. A couple weeks ago, a man, Cheddar Chap, hit me, Ron Beatty. And we started talking about life. He asked me, what's up with the music? I told him about the album I'm working on, The Day the Sun Didn't Shine, and how I just plan to start from the ground level, like as a new artist within my local area in the Triangle, Raleigh-Durham area, and just expand from here as a brand new artist, As an artist the world hasn't heard, for the most part, unless you bought CDs from me back in the day or you done streamed the last 3 albums I dropped in the last couple of years. But, to the world, I'm a brand new artist. You know what I'm saying? And he said, look, if you about to do what you say you about to do, you about to make this album, from the sound of it, it sound like it's going to be an incredible piece of work. You need to get back to the beginning. You need to get back to selling CDs out the trunk, And I took his advice. We back out the trunk. That's Recognized Real, circa 2009. We used to be out here with it. Me and Tone was out here every day. Me, Tone, Jungle. D Money, D Jizz. Then throughout we had different people come through. J Flows. He would be out with us. Steve Shanklin, when he would be going back and forth, he would always keep joints with him. And we would just move, this was what we did every day. We'll push units every day. Every day we would sell these. Dad Broke Ain't Living. We'll sell Wild Bill CD. Cheddar Chap. We're selling XL. Our mixtapes, The Awakening, Streets Ain't Safe, Volume 1 and 2. Back in the day, I used to collect everybody music. Wherever I went, somebody was selling music, a Carolina artist. Probably had the best collection of Carolina artist music, you know what I mean? So I made quite a few different compilations with all Carolina artists, It's called Streets Ain't Safe. And it'd probably be dope to bring that back. It'd be much easier to compile music now. Every CD I had back in the day, every song that I had on those CDs and the mixtapes was stuff I personally acquired throughout my movement. Just running around, connecting and networking with people, and selling CDs out the trunk, out the whip, just taught me a lot. Because for one, 99.9% of the people we would encounter had never heard of me. So we were selling a product that every potential customer that we talked to had no desire, had never been aware of the product. It wasn't a need or necessity in their life. And yet, we sold thousands and thousands of units. And the hook, you had to hook them quick, you know what I mean? Because it'll be like, you had to get as much information as you could within the first 10 seconds. We had the music playing out the whip, depending on where we was at, gas station, wherever. They'll walk up, like, what's up, yo? Like good music? Like, yeah, okay, who you listen to? And then they'll give us the information, and based on the information they gave us and who they said they listened to, especially in regards to hip hop, will let us know what song to play. You know what I mean? So like, they said Wu-Tang, boom, I knew a song to play. They said Jay-Z, I knew a song to play. If they said T.I., I knew a song to play. You know, we had our own sound, but we had records that based on who a potential customer might like. We knew certain records would reel them in, you know. And on top of that, we had our records that we knew that we would play that would, you know, get people's attention. And just learned a lot, you know what I mean? Had to have conversations with people. You had to find something to connect with, something in common very quickly. And we took it beyond music. We didn't just, oh, do you like rap? It was like, do you like good music? Because hip hop and country both tell stories, you know what I mean? Music is music, for the most part. You might have a particular genre that you listen to the most. But if you hear something from another genre that catch your ear, you're not going to say, that sounds good to my ears and my soul, but it's not rock and roll, so I can't listen to it. Yeah, the whole CD era, just selling them joints out the trunk, just taught a lot. Just taught a lot about marketing, communication, conversation. Sales for sure, because like, if you could sell as an independent artist, if you could sell music to people who have no desire to spend $10 or $20 on music, and you get them to buy multiple CDs from you right on the spot, you can sell anything. You know, that's just a quick little dive into, you know, selling CDs out the trunk. I got a lot of stories, and we got some footage that we're gonna be releasing from us back in the day pushing these CDs. But yeah, it's Phil Black Creative Drive. Peace.